Hello chat, what's up there? Today in this video I'm just going to be telling you guys about what I got to on my Monday. I hope you guys all had a lovely weekend and that you're all having a beautiful start to your week. Last night I was up tonight, so I gave myself a shave. Didn't do the best of shaves, so my dad said he's going to tidy up for me later on, personal barber. And I got ready for the day ahead, had a bottle of cereal and a cup of tea and went to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Twitter isn't working on the family computer, so I've had to treat on my phone and Kindle. The computer is messed up and keeps on saying that the memory's full, something like that. It's because I get the blame for my dad when I haven't done anything wrong and I haven't done anything to harm the computer in any way. It's just such an ancient computer. It's like from the ancient times. It's just never working properly. So I just had to be treating on my phone instead. Facebook and everything else works on the computer fine. It's just not Twitter, which I use a lot. So that's just very frustrating. And my younger brother had work. My younger sister doesn't have work today, and she's just been on her PlayStation and packing stuff up for when she goes off to uni in September to do fine art in Charlton Uni, which she's very excited for. My older brother was on his Xbox, and Mum was up doing some of her secret art that she does, and my older sister is at her house, and my dad doesn't have work today and he's just sorting stuff on the house. I tidied up my office and watched some Supernatural and Doctor episodes, and then did some arts and craft and some fashion designing, worked on some new songs and some parts to my book series, and worked on some new chapters. Tidied my dolls and dolls up for my play my dog as I show, and I played my memory doll and did a bit of dolls and dolls photography, and then my dad dropped me off to the high street where I went and got my hair cut. Like it, but I'm not quite sure. You know when you get your hair cut and you aren't quite sure about it and you're a bit on the fence? I like it, but I don't like it. I've just got to get used to it. I took a selfie and posted it onto Instagram, and quite a few people were liking it and saying nice haircut and stuff. So at least they like it. And anyway, it shouldn't matter about if people like it. It's what it should matter about how I feel. I do like it now that I've got used to it a bit more. And I then went off and had a look in the charge shops, and then went off and got my lunch from Greggs. I had a cheese and onion bake and a iced donut, and then got a Lucasade from the corner shop. Went and had my lunch, but I saved my donut for on the way home, and went for a bit of a walk, and then went and sat down the stream side where there's a little stream, and got some nice nature snacks and flower snacks. Sat down on a bench, and a little Labrador came up. Well, a little dog came up, and then another big dog came up and was sniffing on my donut, trying to get their paws on my donut. And I ate a bit of it, and then a bee came along, or wasp. Either one, they still sting like a mother fudger, and it stung my finger and it really bloody hurt. So I called my mum up on the way home and was like saying about how the bee stung my, or wasp stung my finger, and it really hurt. Got home, put my bag and stuff away, and had the rest of my donut and the rest of my Lucasade, and then showed my mum, and you can't probably see it now, it's probably gone down now, but there's a massive bump on my finger from where the wasp or bee or whatever it was, the insect stung my finger. And then me and my older brother and younger sister played Buzz, this quiz game, and did the musical one, and my older brother was winding me up a lot, so I got really annoyed. So I like slammed my foot down and was going to go off, and then the TV started acting funny, sorted it out, and then I was just trying to ignore him, but he was just getting under my skin, being really annoying, and I ended up winning the game for the first time ever. And because I've been a bit cranky and I get quite competitive, they were being really annoying, winding up saying that I cheated and stuff, and I never did. And then they went downstairs and were just saying stupid stuff, so I just stayed up in my room, tidying my doll's house up, and just ignoring them because they're just so annoying. Filming in the bathroom because there's nowhere else in the house for me to film, because there's just so many of us compacted into this one house that there's just nowhere for me to do it in peace and quiet. Couldn't do it in the garden anymore because there used to be a little covered area where I'd go to film, and that's been moved because they're doing like work on the house to like check the gutters and this and stuff like that. The council have ordered that, so they're going to be getting people to come in and sort that out. And then I was going to film out the end room, but then my mum's doing the ironing, and my dad's doing the lawn out the back, and my older brother and younger sister just playing on the PlayStation out the back, and I played my Dog Goes to Show and did some filming and editing of that, and then I had a cup of tea and a snack and went and watched Today's Terminator Neighbours and some stuff off record and beat up there and catch up. I needed to watch some DVDs. I watched Ever After and watched Penelope and Love Rosie and watched some other DVDs and listened to some season final and watched Love Simon and watched some gay short films and some fanfics and multi-fandom stuff and read and wrote some fanfic and did some arts and craft, some colouring pages, and I found it very therapeutic and did some word searches and some puzzles, played some cards and board games, and me and my siblings played Jenga, Six Ladders and Ludo before my siblings started winding me up. And then I played on my account on the DS and also played on the Kindle on Subway Surfer, and I played on Minecraft and played some games on Stardoll and some other game sites like Thriv, and I worked on the new structure of my book. It's going really well with lots of twists and turns and plot twists, and I watched The Labyrinth and watched the second Maze Runner film. Wasn't so keen on the second one at first, but now I've watched it a few times. I really like that one. I love all of the Maze Runner films, and I also watched the third Harry Potter film and watched some Marvel and DC shows and films, and watched an Iron series of Spider-Man and also Ben 10, which I hadn't watched in ages. Hashtag Big Kid, watching some kids shows that I haven't watched in ages, and I watched Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase, Scooby-Doo Zombie Island and Scooby-Doo The Ghoul School and some other Scooby-Doo DVDs. I absolutely love Scooby-Doo, and watched Scooby-Natural, the Scooby-Doo and Supernatural crossover, which I absolutely love, and have been watching lots of Supernatural. Can't wait for the new season to come out soon, and watched some of Riverdale episodes, and I can't wait for the new season of that to come out in October, and also watched some episodes of Stranger Things and watched some episodes of The Fosters. That's finished now, and there's going to be there's a new spin-off called, I think it's called Good Girl, that stars Maya Mitchell and one of the other actresses, which I can't wait to see. That comes out next year. And I watched some more Glee episodes and listened to some Glee soundtracks. Missed that show so much, and watched the Hannah Montana movie and watched some Disney show and Nickelodeon and Cartoon 2 shows, and watched some Disney original movies like Pixel Perfect and some other films like that. And I watched Vampire Diaries, Buffy and Teen Wolf and some other vampire and werewolf stuff, because I'm working on a new chapter to my book that involves some werewolves and stuff and vampires, so I've been getting some tips of those shows and stuff. Missed Teen Wolf so much. That show finished, and look, so many good shows have finished now, and I'm now looking for new shows to watch. I've been watching this sci-fi called Stitches that has finished as well now, but I won't go ahead of us, so I'm only on season 1 or 2. No, I think I'm on season 2 now, and there's only 3 seasons. Sadly, I only did 3 seasons, and I just absolutely love it. I love Cameron, he's such a great character, and I love the fact that they reference Dot 2 and Tortured. It's so awesome. And I watched some episodes of Dot 2, Tortured, Sergeant Fitness, and some other sci-fi and fantasy stuff. I just love sci-fi and fantasy so much. I read the Soap magazine and some Marvel and DC comics and some Dot 2 comics. I read some Helen Vogue magazines and did some more illustrations and some fashion designing, and illustrated some new cuts for my Dog Goes to Show and my book series, and worked on some new songs and played on my keyboard a bit. And I then threw the tennis ball for my dog Carl's Underground. He was acting a bit melancholy lately, but he's now gone back to normal and he's just wanting to play, and that's just good to see, because we were a bit worried about him. And he's just been chasing my dad around the garden while my dad's mowing the lawn, trying to get him to throw the tennis ball for him. And I did some painting and some sculpting, clay making and some arts and craft. Got in a bit of a mess, but that's the best kind of art when you get a bit messy. And I did some more painting, and I watched some episodes of Charm. Apparently they're doing a spin-off of Charm and Sabrina Teenage Witch, two of my favourite shows from my childhood. Not so happy about. Why can't they just leave the classics alone? and I watched the newest Jurassic Park film, and I'm now off to go finish off, sort my pre-titles out, do a bit of pre-title photography, and then I'm going to be working on my book a bit more. I hope you guys have all had a lovely start to your week. I shall see you soon with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye!